I grew up in a very good home. Had two parents that were firm believers in Christ. We were raised in the church. Every Sunday, every Wednesday, any church event, we were there. My parents both taught Sunday school classes. My dad was a deacon. So needless to say, I had a really good foundation and upbringing. But later on in life, my relationship with Christ took a rocky turn. I strayed away from the church, hung out with people that I really shouldn't have been, just got caught up in the wrong crowd, which ultimately landed me being 19, single, and pregnant. At that point, I came back home to my family. The only place I knew to go, renewed my relationship with Christ, and decided that, from this point forward, I was going to raise my daughter in a loving Christian home. I know I wasn't promised it to be easy, but I knew I had a good support system behind me. And it was really at that point that I felt like my relationship, I really felt that realness. Before, you grew up, that's all you knew. There wasn't as many hard times, or you didn't realize that there were as many hard times as what there was, without Christ. But had a renewed relationship, felt love and felt grace for probably one of the first times where I can truly say that, this is what grace is. This is what love feels like when you make some unwise choices, and yet you have a family that welcomes you back with open arms, with zero questions, but that just want to love you and support you and help you make the best of the rest of your life. But my relationship just became more intimate. I began seeing him in everything. Not just mere coincidences, but that this was the work of God, that these things were intentional, that he had a plan for my life, that he's everything. He's your friend, he's your father, he's your comforter. He was everything that I needed, where as man, they will fail you, they will disappoint you, but he was always there for all of it, the good times and the bad times. There wasn't anything wrong with, the church that I was at, but I really believe that God used that as my foundation. People that I was familiar with to help restore my relationship and help invest in me and pour into me to kind of launch me to that next step, which brought me here to the light at Joplin, where I'm able to then pour into and invest into children, into women, into families, doing the same thing that women and families did for me when I was in a broken time of my life. I am Tish Persinger, and this is me.